It's probably the best paddle I've ever played with. All around, very, very nice.
Hey guys, today we're going to be reviewing and doing a live test of the new Joola Pro Vs. We have with us the Perseus shape and also the Kosmos shape. This is Ben John's, the Perseus, and then that is Tyson McGuffin's and Federico Stackshrews. We've both played with these paddles for about 3 hours of court time. We're going to be going through a warm-up with these paddles, giving you our initial impressions. Then we're going to be doing a drill from the Pickleball Drills app, and then we're going to finish by giving you our final recommendation. We've definitely formed our opinions on what this paddle's good for, what it's bad for, but you guys will hear a lot of that as we warm up and do these drills together.
Yeah, my initial impressions are it's a little bit hard to control the dinks in the beginning for me, but that's more to do with the paddle that I'm using at the moment, which is the 11.6/24 Jelly Bean. This has a lot more pop. I've got to be a little bit more careful around the kitchen with it, not popping it up. Got to really focus on not overhitting. But it feels very nice on the volleys and the resets. I love it. To take control of a point, so if you popped a couple higher to me, like these types of rolls just feel buttery, and there's adequate spin, nice amount of spin you can generate. And you really don't have to put a lot of effort into these. Like, these rolls are just really relaxed, and you know, they're going really deep.
I'd say definitely the softer shots are a little bit more difficult to get used to, but I'm way more used to it today. I feel completely different than yesterday. Like, drops and dinks felt really good so far, whereas yesterday I was having a hard time keeping the ball down, but it feels a lot better. Resets still feel amazing.
The resets are where it really shone for me yesterday. I just love how much power you get on the reset.
I mean, that's insane. Like,
yeah, I just feel like I can reset this all day and I don't have to put anything into it. With my Jelly Bean, I have to stick those a little bit harder, and the harder you have to stick them, the more prone to error you are. So with this, I can just relax, and then it just travels so nicely, and without losing feel though, without losing that control. So
that's what I'm noticing playing with, because we played with a couple of other paddles since, and the crispy feel of this paddle, it's so easy to feel where the ball is on your paddle and where it's traveling, if that makes any sense at all. Like, it just feels good. You feel in control with this in comparison to some other paddles that we've been playing with, such as the Holbrook Fuse. Feels good, but you don't have as much feel with where the ball is going. This is very crisp, and it's like I can place the ball better based off of that.
Yeah, and this is gonna have more spin, more pop, more power. It's more of an advanced paddle than the Holbrook. The Holbrook was a bit more of an all-rounder, I'd say. Yeah. More of a beginner intermediate. I love the sound of this paddle. I love it's not so bass tone because of the honeycomb core.
I think it's very easy to find the sweet spot too. The only mishit that you're gonna have is on the frame, but even then, that's all foam. And so it'll still typically go in where you want it to. It's just not gonna feel as crisp. But if you hit anywhere on that paddle surface, it's very nice. But anywhere on the surface, if you can hit it, you're good. So let's hop into a drill with the Pickleball Drills app. Okay, we're just figuring out what drill to do. We're gonna do an all court drill. So I'm gonna click on drops, tempo shift. This will be a good drill. So we click on this drill, and then it has a video of the drill as well as a description of how to do it. So we'll hop into it.
Everything through the air and resets is buttery.
Buttery is crisp.
Yeah. All right.
One. Oh.
Oh, it's gonna hurt. Ah!
1-2.
Yeah. Get up.
Good grab. Okay guys, we're gonna be showing you what it feels like with serves and returns, which is an essential part of the game because we hit them on every single point. We either hit a serve or a return. I mean, tons of spin, and I don't feel like it's overly powerful. Man, it just feels so spinny. Lots of spin off the paddle. It's not an overly spinny paddle either. Very easy to keep the ball in.
I really love the feel on the serve. It's so easy to get good amount of spin and depth. Don't really have to put too much effort into it at all. I mean, I'm just totally relaxed here. It's it really puts, the depth is the one thing that I noticed. I had with my jelly bean at home, I have to put so much more effort into the serve. With these, when I first was serving, they were going long by about 4 feet. So it's really has plenty of power.
Great
I mean,
serve.
it's just buttery. I love it. And the returns feel great. It's easy to get depth. I can get a little bit of top spin off his top spin too.
Something interesting about this paddle is that on returns, drives, any hard shot where you're swinging through, I feel a noticeable flex. And they actually make it so that the throat here flexes kind of like a diving board. And so as you make contact, it flexes back and rockets that ball back off. You can feel that flex. It makes me feel the ball better in where I'm going from what I recognize.
Ground strokes just really feel nice. I've got a little bit of wind behind me, so it's a little bit extra easy. Austin's probably having to put a bit of more effort into these, and I'm just getting depth, effortless depth. I mean, it really shines here. The only negative I've found of this paddle is the drops, like I've already mentioned. Aside from that, everything out of the air, resets, serves, returns, it is so nice.
I'd say my favorite part about this paddle, honestly, after playing with it yesterday and today, is the drives. That feels so good. I actually feel that flex of the paddle actually bend and then slingshot it out. Feels very tennis-like.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's almost, it's probably the best paddle I've ever played with. All around, very, very nice. So everything out of the air feels great. Resets feel really buttery. That's my favorite part about this paddle. But the drops, taking a little bit of time for me to get used to. They're quite difficult, but I think with time, I'll be able to get used to this paddle pretty easily. The nice thing, it's a nicely balanced paddle in the sense that it has great touch, especially on resets and anything through the air, but when you need power, if you really want to be able to pop and put a ball away, it's got that as well. So it's really a great advanced paddle. It's just going to take a lot of people's time to get their drops hitting the right way, landing the right way, nice and deep, just past the kitchen line. So
yeah, I feel the same way. With your dinks, you're just gonna have to make them way more simplified. Same exact thing with your drops. You can't have big motions at all. If you have big motions, it's gonna go far. And that's why resets are so good, is because with resets, you're not supposed to do much anyway. And so you just simply block the shot and it goes where you want it to go. It's fantastic for that. I would suggest this paddle to anybody that, it doesn't matter what level you are. I would say it's definitely more on the advanced side of paddles. You can definitely get used to it. But anybody that's really good at controlling the ball and already has the control aspect of the game down, I would recommend this paddle. So Kieran, what would you say is your final recommendation for this paddle? Is this a paddle that you would switch to, and what factors are you weighing?
I can understand why a lot of people like it. It's got a nice balance to it, but it really has supreme pop and power when you need it, but it's not a control paddle. It's actually, you do have a lot of control, especially on resets. I find coming over the ball more difficult, landing in those drops. But yeah, I think it could be for anyone who has like Austin said, who has a good amount of control in their game. It could really complement that because it's going to give you that aggressiveness when you need it and the spin when you need it as well.
By the way, we just barely reviewed the Holbrook Fuse. You can click this video right here. If you're looking for a more control-oriented paddle, I would highly recommend watching this. You can see our live play test and recommendations. We'll see you over there.